Guys, it's Jeremy here, Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. We have for today, guys, is another album review. This time we're checking out the thrash band called Bangover. They're from London, England, in the UK. This is their second album entitled Hibernation Devastation, which just released on May 9th, 2025. It's an independent release. It's a follow-up to their debut album back in 2018, which was called Shovel Butcher. They formed initially in 2011, again from the UK. And this is a new band for me, never heard of them before. And I came across their album release on Metallum. I was kind of looking through new albums coming out this Friday to see if there's anything caught my eye that might want to review. Because the last couple of weeks it has been a little bit slower in terms of releases, and I haven't had as much come across my desk or my email of stuff to check out that I really was interested in, and there wasn't really any other bigger titles that came out that I was wanted to check out other than like the Behemoth I've already done and the new Candlemass EP. So it's kind of slim pickings for new releases this week. So I just kind of wanted to look if there was something else that caught my eye. And as soon as I saw this artwork, I'm like, wow, that's so gnarly and just little thrash metal. Has a really cool thrash logo at the top, and then this image of like a beaten up bear holding a chainsaw in the head of what looks like Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And I'm a monster horror movie fan. One thing I almost love as much as metal is horror movies and like giant monster movies. Love that shit. It kind of goes hand in hand with metal, the darkness and the gore and the brutality. But yeah, that really caught my eye, and it's just the album cover in general just looked really cool. And again, a guy I've made 100 times on this channel. Album covers sell albums. If it wasn't as cool as it looks and didn't have the art, the illustration, and the effort into it, cool logo, great illustration, really caught my eye. I might not have checked this out at all. So it just kind of shows you to show how important artwork can still be, guys. Like I said, if I saw this at the store and it looked like super thrashy and I'd never heard of it before, I'd even buy this blindly just based on the album cover just to check it out, to check out a new band. It's that awesome. So let's jump right in, guys. It's got 7 tracks in total, 36 minutes in length. And funny enough, the opening track is called the Texas Chainsaw Thrashaker, which is a nice fun play on words from the movie. It opens up with this really spoken word part, kind of similar to the movie where it shows like a cop or something saying like a live footage kind of thing found, and on this day 5 people met their demise kind of intro about the massacre that happened at a house or something. Really cool. I really enjoyed that intro. It really added to the whole theme of the song, and just the fun nature mixing it with the horror theme. Really enjoyed that intro. Really cool stuff. But the song as a whole was definitely a standout for me. Really good thrasher. Really good riffs. Got gang vocals for the chorus. A lot of gang vocals on this album for sure. And the vocal delivery is they're more of a crossover, like hardcore delivery. His vocals are honestly the weaker part of the album for me. He's kind of sporadic with his vocals. At times he sounds like James Hetfield when it's more clean. He does these kind of screaming, kind of raspy, kind of hardcore vocals and sometimes a much faster delivery. And there's even at times where he does like a death metal growl in a way. But he's kind of all over the map on this in terms of vocals. But the riffs are really solid. They're just simple, catchy riffs. Gang vocals on the chorus, kind of fist in the air kind of stuff. But I really enjoyed the opening track, definitely a standout. And the second song, Scum of the Earth, was another standout track for me. High intensity, really good riffs on this one. I like the vocals on this one quite a bit. It suits the tempo and the kind of feel of the song, more crossover. And then the Thrashional Rail, another kind of play on words. That song was really good. I found the vocal delivery on this one I didn't quite like as much. It had a really high tempo, kind of fast, hardcore delivery, like a fast release, like almost like rapping in a way. I wasn't a big fan of that. I don't like the rapid kind of vocal delivery. It's just not my thing. But overall, a decent song. The Banshee, another thrasher, some good riffs, good solos, pretty good track as well. Death Shed was another standout track for me. Super high intensity, really good drums on this one to open it up, and really good solo as well. Nice melodic solo. Guitar riffs all over the place, really high intensity through the whole song. And then the next song, Tannhauser Gates, featured Domo Dixon from Gamma Bomb on guitars. Really cool song. A lot of focus on bass on this one. Opened up with this bass line over top of the drums, and then later on in the song, it almost had like a bass solo or like a more spotlight on the bass. But the bass was definitely prominent in the song. Really cool ending to the song. Kind of ended with this kind of mid-tempo riff with a solo layering over top of it to kind of fade out to the end of the song. Was really cool. And then the last song on the album was the title track, 7.5 minutes. A decent track, not the best on the album, but it had its moments where it had some good riffs and some good solos as well. Standout tracks for me, definitely the title track, or not the title track, sorry. The opening track, Texas Chainsaw Thrasher, Scum of the Earth #2, and Death Shed, I think were my 3 favorite songs on the album. Production's good, it sounds heavy, the guitars are heavy, the drums punch hard. The mix is pretty good, I can hear everything pretty clearly. I think the riffs are catchy, pretty simplistic, but nothing too complex, but just effective. The vocals, from my opinion, are kind of the weaker part of the album. They're not bad by any means, but they're just kind of there. More on the hardcore side, but he's a little too sporadic with his vocals, in my opinion. He does like regular kind of thrashy vocals, and then he does hardcore, more sounding vocals, and then he almost tries to do a death metal growl. It's just too all over the place for me. I wish he would have kind of picked one kind of style and perfected it more, if you will. I found it to be a little bit disjointed in the vocals. But otherwise, really good album, pretty decent stuff. Love the album cover, really cool stuff. If I had to give it a ranking, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Just a solid thrash album, crossover, pretty good stuff. Definitely an album I'd listen to again. Some really good tunes on this one. So if you're not familiar with these guys, definitely check them out. Like I said, this is an independent release. So if you like what you hear when you listen to them, definitely head over to their Bandcamp, pick up an album or merch or whatever they got going on over there. And thanks for watching, guys. Keep it metal.